Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today to unpack the mysteries of the Mandela effect and find out the true meaning of it all.
Now's the time to start the show in this reality we now call home.
Hey guys, welcome everyone to another great Mandela Effect show. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela Effectians. So this is the show we do every year for Halloween. We call it Mandelaween. Just wanted to share a couple things from Teresa's group. But first, let me do a few shout outs here.
Happy
First
Mandalaween, everyone.
Happy Mandelaween, guys. Super Mario Brothers 3 is first. It says face blue smiling. Yeah, that's it right there. So welcome, Super Mario Brothers. Michael Fontaine's here. We got Jehovah's daughter, Barbara. So good to see that you're here. John Nada's here. Sandy, of course, you're here. Jeff is here. Digital Man, High Pockets, and Gainer. Welcome, you guys. Welcome back. Artsy 909 is here. Hey, we got Rich for Santa. Hadn't seen you in a while, buddy. How you doing? Ann Gainer's here. Yeah. Is it the Great Pumpkin Squash yet? Yeah. Almost there. Bellator Senex is here. Welcome. Greg Goose, welcome. All right. Sandy, you need some help? You said help.
Yes, did you unmute me? Oh gosh, it wouldn't unmute. I hit it like 30 times.
Oh geez. Okay, you have to unmute yourself. Can you unmute?
Yeah, you can hear me, can't you?
Yeah, but it's weird. It shows on my screen that you're still muted.
That's weird. Something's happening weird with StreamYard.
Something's happening. Maybe it doesn't like the name Scary Diva. No, I'm just kidding. We got Dr. Jekyll Zanzibar and of course myself, Brains McFarlane.
I have a request in the chat tonight. If we have time, I will. If not, I will share it next week. But
yes,
it all depends on the timing.
Yeah, you saw that from Artsy 909, Sandy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, we'll be all excited to hear that. We got to have a ghost story, right, for Halloween.
Well, we have a ghost story in the slides.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we do.
Fantastic. Anybody have a spooky sound effect they can play, Sandy or Jeff, when the time comes?
We can't do it from our phones, Brian.
Okay, then I guess I'll do it from my phone. All right, so first off, hold on, I have to close some chats here.
Jeff, how are you doing tonight while he's doing that?
Doing pretty good.
It's good. I want to thank everybody for being here. And now we're going to get into Teresa's stuff.
All right, so here's the Teresa stuff. From the Mandela Reality Residue Hunters. Simon Wilson posted here. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, a dinosaur in the Cyberdyne lab. I swear I saw this movie recently, and that dinosaur was not there. Yeah, I don't remember that either. Do you guys remember a dinosaur in the Cyberdyne lab of Terminator 2?
I don't.
It's really
I do
strange.
not.
Anyone else feel? Yeah, I don't believe that was there. Not at all.
It
I
looks
don't
very
remember
out of
that
place.
either.
Chris Kent says it was always there for me. James Cameron was suggesting that the scientists who like an extinct species were messing around with the forces that would make that they would or that would make them themselves an extinct species. Sorry. um, I think that might have been a typo there. Sorry about that, guys. And then Augustine here puts, I don't remember the inflatable dinosaur. It never existed before. Yeah, it didn't exist in my past. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So Esther, I'm sure if she were here, she would read this, but I'm going to read it here for her. Anyone remember the snowflakes in Elsa's hair? This one got me. Also on her other side, there's a couple of small strips of what looks like sparkly ice strips. Anyone remember any of these being in her hair? I watch this movie every couple of months to check for changes. Plus, I really like the movie. They just had the anniversary. I think Disney posted on their app that this movie is now, what is it, 2014. It came out, so it's 7 years old or something.
Thanks, Glider. I
No,
appreciate that.
is it 9 years? 10 years?
I don't even want to think
9
of that.
years. Sorry.
Everything just goes crazy nowadays with time. Uh-oh. Who's calling,
Oh, hold on a
Brian?
minute. I wasn't presenting that tab. Let me share the tab with you guys. Oh crap.
Did you accidentally accept your mom?
Yeah. Can somebody okay. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
I hope she's feeling
So,
better.
oh my God. Let me message her.
Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. So you see Elsa's hair
No, you're not
in the
presenting.
Netflix? Oh,
You aren't presenting. We can't see anything.
I was presenting a second ago.
Nope, I didn't see anything. I couldn't see Elsa before.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, you see it now?
You see it now. And I gotta be honest,
All right, perfect.
I remember the jeweled snowflakes, but I thought that was artwork. I didn't know it was part of the movie.
I've never seen this movie, so I wouldn't know.
So yeah, you can see there's snowflakes in her hair.
Like I said, I can't say
I don't
I've seen
remember
the
the
movie,
snowflakes at all.
but I've seen the artwork of it before.
All right, this next one here from Beverly Hills, a few residues of the creation of Adam, the Coke without the dash, and Hello Clarice. Hey Jeff, would you mind reading some of these? Let me check and make sure everything's okay at my mom's house there. Would you mind? And I'll just click on them. Just say click on the other image, and I'll click on it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Bellator's never seen snowflakes in Elsa's hair, or nope, never seen the movie. Noise Guru is here and says, I have never seen this movie before, so let it go.
Okay, so we got creation of Adam residue. We got Coca-Cola residue, although I don't see the residue in that one.
Is there no dash? Because some people remember no dash.
Maybe that's what it is, but the picture is so grainy I can't tell.
I honestly can't either. It looks like there's something on top of the A.
And we got the Hello Clarice residue.
Who's
And he
Carrie?
remembers saying it too.
I guess Carries is the other guy.
I guess so, yeah.
We right, Gammy.
And what's the other two? More Adam, creation of Adam. And then we got one more. What's this one?
Oh, that's a lot to read there.
Oh, HIPAA.
HIPAA,
That's right.
that's very nice residue of HIPAA. Super Mario, it's actually a mix, they say now. Like maybe it's per museum. Some museums have a mix of bones and plaster, and others have all plaster. And yeah, that's just a mess in itself. I need a flashlight. Lighter is not working. What's he showing?
All right, I'm
now?
back, you guys. Sorry about that.
Okay, she all
Yeah,
right?
yeah, everything's okay. I think she was just trying to share something with me for the show. I told her just to share it with you, Sandy, and that way it doesn't like interrupt anything with the Mandela Reality Residue Hunters that I'm sharing on the screen. So Crystal posted this thing. Sorves, wherever this is, I can't pronounce it. Sorvag.
That's because
The
it's
lake
another
that hangs over
language.
the ocean.
That is
I think it must be
crazy.
up by Norway or something. It
I was
sounds
gonna
like
say,
Norwegian,
Iceland.
Iceland or Norwegian, something like that.
It's beautiful. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, Norse. It says Norse. So it says the Faroe Islands were settled around mid 9th century by Norse settlers. Though there is some evidence that suggests they were settled earlier, the islands are home to this magnificent thing here, one of its largest lakes, which has a surface that sits roughly 130 feet above the sea, giving it this amazing view. It's a lake that sits on top of the ocean.
See,
Crazy.
that's crazy because I have studied the Faroe Islands before and I've never seen that. That is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I want to know. I'd have to. That's something I would research to see if it's Photoshop because that top looks too flat.
It does. Can you tell if something's Photoshop, Sandy?
I can usually. You zoom
Okay.
in and look at the pixels.
All right, so here's residue from Mark Fewings. If you guys can see this, C3PO is all gold. Check it out.
Oh my gosh, look at the bat on his face. Oh, that nose job thing is bad.
He needs to see his plastic surgeon again or whatever. Or
You see the mustache, the bat, the
yeah,
pat. That's because of his new nose.
yeah, it looks so weird.
Oh,
Man.
horrible.
All right, so we are done with presenting that stuff there. So Sandy, I guess we're going to go ahead and dive into some of these folders that you've got. Now I see these for the first time, just like you guys are. So
Yeah, he's got to do a
we're
little
going to dive
rewind
into
because
them.
he wasn't here. He's got to put him on his channel. So you cover the one. Just start wherever you left off, Brian.
I
If
think it
you
was
want, just
like with the smallpox stuff, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, because I see dolphins with Hebrew.
Yeah, you didn't cover any of them.
Oh my God, there's so many. All right, I guess here.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying. So wherever you want to start is fine. I only did 4 new ones tonight because I knew you had backlog to do. That's why I didn't do any more than 4 because I'm like, oh, he's got a lot to cover.
okay. Well, let's cover this thing with bees, I guess. Bees and honey, or um,
Wait, I have a question to answer in the chat. Why am I always in the dark? Because I like the dark. I honestly hate artificial light. I like natural light. I hate artificial light. If I can be in the dark, I choose to be in the dark.
So, Sandy, do you prefer dark mode on your
Oh
computer?
yeah, yeah. My whole screen's in dark mode. Supposedly, it's actually a symptom of my condition to be light sensitive. I would have to agree. I'm a little light sensitive.
All right. Well, speaking of, let's see, light sensitive. All right. So let's do this thing with the bees. Then we'll cover cameras. Does that sound good?
Sound good. Sounds good.
All right.
You want to read this one?
Sure. In the past, Sandy covered how bees sleep and their butts being the wrong colors. But I never really talked about a behavior that I saw years ago but thought it was fake. Turns out it's not. Yeah, you see Sandy's pointing out right there the butt, it's not yellow like we thought it was. Now it's white.
And red, and orange.
That's so weird. Now I can't verify whether these bees have been trained or not, but the plethora of videos suggest to me that this isn't a learned behavior. I believe bees will just do this in this reality. So what is it that they do? Is that better? Can you guys see that better?
Yep. Yes, we can.
Okay, so yes or no? Have you ever known bees to give humans high fives?
Now, I know most of you in the chat right now have seen this. Just answer you originally answered. But Brian's chat may not have, some people in Brian's chat may not have seen this.
Are we getting responses yet?
Yeah, Artsy says, huh? High Pocket says no. Bellator says
Man,
nope. Brian, do you remember them giving high fives?
no. Well, you mean to each other or to humans?
To humans. Rich Kasanic says nope, hives five. I can't see your chat though, Brian. So sorry to anyone in Brian's chat answering. I can't see.
Okay, let me look at my chat.
Yep. Gonna have to.
High Pocket says no. Bellator Senix, no. Bigger pick. The Bible changes have had me busy. Wow. Rich says nope. High fives. Fives high. No. Uh, oh, we're talking about the JFK thing. Yeah, that was kind of suspicious. It looks. She looks suspicious now in this reality. Jackie does. Bellator says, I still say they're pushing you away so they don't have to sting you.
That could be.
I'm really having problems with this mute button. Joey just came in and it took me like 2 minutes to unmute the mic. It's driving me
All right.
crazy.
So, like I stated before, I have seen a single random video of this circulating on YouTube for years. But now there are tons of videos from different people, all showing bees doing this. This is not natural behavior in my reality. I still would never. That's crazy. That one there on the bottom right kind of looks like Venom, doesn't it? Like from Marvel. Like if you zoom in, you see his
Yep.
face. Looks like Venom from Marvel.
I would say they are pushing you away, except some of them reach up before the video, the last video that we show.
So these
It's
the same
crazy.
person, or are they multiple people?
They're all different people. That's the problem. I thought it was one video, and now it's all these pictures.
High five. Ja, die heb ik. High five.
Why wouldn't the bee sting his leg right there if it's annoying him?
Exactly.
That's the last video that makes me say, "Oh my gosh."
I mean, are they trying to like maybe latch on? Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe they're trying to latch onto your finger so they can sting you.
Why wouldn't they just fly to you and sting you?
Yeah, that's so weird.
This is last season. How's it going? High five. Booyah.
Wow,
Booyah. This is last season. How's it going? High five. Booyah.
When he said high five, the bee lifted its arm.
I know. That's why I'm like in shock here.
So now that you've seen it multiple times, is this new for you? Do you believe all these bees were trained? There are so many more too. I only included the clearest ones that I saw. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys.
Yeah, I'm not trying this either, Bellator. No way. I'm not going anywhere near a bee. It's not happening.
No, thank you. Someone else want to read this one?
Jeff,
Yeah.
you want to read?
I'll read it. This is a weird one, so bear with me as I try my best to explain. The question I'm going to ask may seem stupid, but just answer it like you know it, please. Please fill in the blank for the name of their company, Eastman K. blank.
Let's see. Wait, I'm waiting for you guys to give us some responses.
Yep. And like I said, just humor me and answer it. If you already saw this answer that you originally answered.
High Pocket says Kodak. Bellator Senex says Kodak.
I say it's a Kodak moment.
Natalie Ranklow, welcome. She says Kodak.
Welcome, Natalie.
Go Card Bob says Kotex. Rich Fasanic says Kodak.
Yes, you're wrong. Okay. Wow, I haven't heard the word Pentec in a long time.
I've never heard it.
Probably about 25 years
Wait, 25 years for what?
since I've heard the word Pentec.
Okay, we got enough responses?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just prepping some more stuff ahead.
I only know Kodak, never an Eastman. Me too. I can't say that name though. Sandy, what's that person's name?
Hold up. I just, thanks to Noise Guru, found something I need to add. I'm still on a different slide. Hold on. I'm not seeing that slide. Oh, he's still on the same slide. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the person who said, I only know Kodak, never an Eastman. I agree with them.
Oh, Ryagami.
Yeah. I can never say his name.
Just say Ryu.
Okay.
But the logo for Pentec is totally messed up. And you do know Pentec. They made pencils and pens when we were kids. You know Pentec. I guarantee it.
Oh gosh, Sandy, I forgot all about that one.
I don't think they're in business anymore.
I probably know them.
But
Yeah.
the E's are now just 3 lines, and the T-E is merged in a lot of the places. Did they make Trapper Keepers? No. It was just Trapper Keeper, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, oh, there was a Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
But this logo on this pencil, so messed up. So messed up.
All right, so we got enough responses.
Yeah.
All right, what is it?
Well, that's you have to change the slide, Brian. There you go.
No, sorry, I was looking for responses. Because you're reading from your chat, I was going to read from my chat. Sorry.
Okay.
Of course, the blank is Kodak, but do you remember seeing it as anything different?
I don't.
Me either. Till now. Yes or no, do you remember ever hearing or learning that Kodak cameras were ever called Kodaks?
I do not.
I
At
don't.
all.
I would have thought I would have learned of this or seen images taking photography courses in college, but I have never heard or seen Kodaks in my life. Is the plural form new for you too? Yeah.
Anyone in the chat familiar with Kodaks? Have you ever seen it with an S? Brian, I don't know what your chat's saying at all.
Okay, let me see. C3PO's Golden Caps. Did you read from that one? Sorry.
I'm in your chat now. Hey, Lord Fry Bread. Hi, Bigger Pick. Welcome. Loans here. Welcome. They all say Kodak. Let's see. Super Jeff Stanton, welcome, says, that's not about Kodak. Hold on one second.
Ann Gaynor says no, not Kodaks.
Lord Frybread said no added S or CO. Let me get back to my channel.
It's so weird seeing that, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Eastman Kodaks. It's all red because it's current reality, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was always Kodak. Excuse me. Kodaks. This one says Kodakers. That's weird.
Yeah, Kodakers. I meant that's why I have it in red. It is weird. Natalie says never. Rich Hispanic, never. And that's weird. No, says RT99. No, says Bellator. No, always Kodak and Eastman Kodaks is Natalie.
I still think about those old movies where they're taking pictures, and were these old box cameras, and they had the curtain behind it that the photographer would snap a picture.
Can you go back a slide?
Yeah.
Okay, so right here, or maybe it's 2 slides. Oh, the folding pocket Kodaks. Does everyone see that? Folding pocket Kodaks. On the next slide, we have folding pocket Kodak, no S. The pocket Kodak. So they're calling the same products, one with an S, one without. And it's on storefronts, Kodaks. So,
Guys, I'll be right back.
okay.
All right.
So I don't know why. I've never seen Kodaks in my life. Never heard it referred to it as Kodaks. And if they were referring to a bunch of cameras, I don't remember a time when all cameras were called Kodaks, like all tissues were called Kleenex. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, I know what you're saying. They would have all been Kodak or all Kodaks.
So welcome to Mandelaween, where it's more than Halloween Mandelas, where the weird, strange, creepy, and disturbing are highlighted too. You should know this one, Brian. This possible Mandela effect is one of those. It's something that shouldn't be unsettling, but just is. Around what age are newborns able to hold their heads up on their own? So 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. From birth is number 1. Number 2 is 1 to 2 months. And number 3 is 3+ months. 1, 2, or 3. Brian, what do you remember? You've had kids.
I believe it was like 1 to 2 months.
So you're going to go with the 2? Welcome, Lindsay.
I don't know, but like I know every kid's different. But I remember my daughter's eyes were wide open.
Hey,
When she was
Preliminal.
born.
Hey, C3PO.
I thought
Well,
babies had
open.
wide
But,
open. Her eyes were wide open.
but lifting the head up.
No, she didn't lift the head up at no, not at birth.
So, you want to read the chat since you can see both chats?
Yeah, sure. Lord Frybread says, I don't know. Bellator Senec says 2 months. High Pocket says 3 months. Ryu says 3 maybe. Artsy says 2 months. C3PO's Golden Cap says 2 months.
You're welcome to guess, everyone. If you want to guess, you can.
Yeah, so when do babies hold their heads up? According to parents.com, a baby doesn't develop their neck muscles needed to lift their head until approximately 2 months old. This is what I've always believed to be true.
So number 2 is what I've always believed to be true.
I can't say this is a Mandela effect because the guidance and science have not changed. However, what I am about to show you should not be possible.
How you holding your head up on your own, boy?
The baby's a day old.
What in the world?
Looking around too.
Bruh just came out the womb. Already know how to live. Already know how to move his head. How old are you?
Not even the full 24 hours yet.
Who are you?
So all credit for this clip goes to Rat House TV.
Baby's a day old. Do you hear the parents? Not only is he lifting his head, he's aware. taking in his surroundings. None of this behavior should be possible.
Not in a newborn.
No. So, what do you think? Is it possible that humans are evolving? That we are stronger in this reality, or is this kid a unicorn? Truly special. Let me know in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Love it, Sandy. I love the image. Is that AI generated, or you made that?
AI.
Or where'd you get it?
That's AI.
AI. That's pretty cool.
Michael, how many kids do you have? Because every day it's somebody's birthday. Happy birthday, Parker.
Oh, happy birthday, Parker. Oh, wow.
Rich said a whole year's gone by already.
Spinster success says my daughter, who's 17, could hold her head up from the day she was born.
Wow. See, now that's two, and that's too many for a unicorn.
I'm trying to remember I swear it was about 2 months because they could barely lift their head.
Their head is half their body size at that age. Like lifting a bowling ball.
Ryu says it's in the Bible that we changed. The preliminal says that was disturbing. Oh.
I feel like I don't know. It kind of creeped me out. It looked
Yeah,
off
it did.
because babies that small shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, preliminal said look kind of alien, like ET or something. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not making fun of the baby, or I swear it just looked weird. Anyway, so a couple of years ago, maybe it's Mandela had found a huge Mandela in the 1990 mini series. Stephen King's It.
Yes.
So not only did people remember a red balloon, it's yellow now in the storm drain, but many only remember him holding a single red balloon, not the rainbow bunch he holds now. What?
Yeah, it's in the top left. See it?
No.
It was only a red balloon. The whole movie, just a red balloon. Now he looks like a regular old clown standing in the water.
It's crazy. Now, something else that doesn't match my memory, much less noticeable, but wrong nonetheless. Looking at the eyes only, Pennywise in 1990, Tim Curry. Which do you remember? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Oh, you just broke up, Brian. So in the chat, 1, 2,
Let me get
3,
a
or
close up
4.
here so you guys can see that.
Which eye makeup do you remember?
Notice the eyes.
So nothing on top, just the white paint. Small black triangles is number 2. Blue eyeshadow looking makeup, number 3. Or blue triangles, number 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that too. Who was it that said that? Hold on. Yeah, Ryu says information technology, IT. That's me. I'm an IT guy.
So Bellador says 2. C3PO's golden calf, I think 2. Pushing buttons, hey, says 2 maybe. Artsy 909, 2 maybe. Angels Don't Fall, welcome. Seems like 2, says
Hey, Angels Don't Fall. Super Mario Bros. 3.
I can't see your chat.
Yeah, I'm sharing it on the screen, you guys. So most of you guys are saying 2. We'll see if that's right.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
No, it's interesting because when I first asked this, other people said different things.
I'm having a dual memory of 1 and 2. I remember nothing. What?
I'm saying I'm having a dual memory. I don't know about you. You didn't answer.
Oh, I don't know this one. Honestly, I really can't say.
Okay.
I don't know it either.
Wait, Jeff, what do you remember?
I don't know it either. I don't watch Stephen King.
I mean,
movies.
it's not like
I hate him.
I didn't really pay attention to his eyes. I was kind of leaning toward 3, maybe, but that was just the more normal look. Number 3.
No, the more
I know
normal look is number 4.
I know so little about it, I couldn't even guess.
Let me go back. I was kind of leaning toward 3 because it had the blue on the top. The top 2 didn't have the blue at all.
Like
I
blue
could say
eyeshadow?
I could say possibly 4 though. I don't know. But the black pointed line looks correct too. What I do not remember is the blue.
Yeah, I don't remember any blue at all.
That's what you're saying, Sandy. You don't remember any of the blue.
I
That seems
don't.
like it seems like ladies would pay more attention to the eyes anyway because they do when makeup more often and stuff like that. So I would say you would have paid more attention to it.
Mhm.
So always had the blue eye makeup. Now number 3, Sandy doesn't remember the blue, so she could understand 4 but not 3. It's basically just blue eyeshadow. Let's see what that looks like. Can we see it?
You're going to, but read first.
Okay, but here's the thing. There are images of him in the movie of every makeup style except 2. Do you remember him having multiple makeup looks? Do you remember the blue?
So you can find him with no blue, with blue triangles, and just blue on top. So 1, 3, and 4 is in the movie. Multiple makeup looks, 1, 3, and 4. The one that everyone's remembering is the only one not in the movie.
So, Sandy says I could be totally wrong here, but I don't remember his eyes ever being red either. It looks like just the limbo ring, which wasn't a thing in my past, is red.
Does anyone remember the red limbo ring around his eyes?
No.
I believe it's only when he turns into the spider, but I still don't remember that.
Yeah. One more thing that may not be a Mandela. Does anyone remember there being an Indian TV series in 1998? Have you ever seen it on Netflix or heard of this existed?
So that
What's
is
it?
also Pennywise.
Is it the same? It's not the same actor, is it?
No, it's the same story done in India. It was a TV series. I've never heard of it, but it may just be information I didn't know because it is an Indian TV series.
So right here, Sandy's trying to show the residue on the bottom and on the top. I guess what it is now, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, the residue was nothing on top. It was just the white makeup. That's why.
Okay.
The black line. With the black line. That was the black line residue.
Jeff, do you remember?
I wouldn't know. I never saw it.
So here's current reality for number 4 with the blue triangles in the movie, and as well as like figurines, stuff like that.
I mean, do you think the blue triangles kind of represent, like we're seeing a lot of A's turn into triangles, in this weird reality. Lots of triangles.
Well, no, triangle is actually typical for a clown. But the thing is, even in the movie, the size of the triangles change. I don't understand how the makeup would change so drastically day to day. It just doesn't make sense to me.
That doesn't make sense to me either. But I don't know if you knew this, Sandy, but Home Alone 2? The clown that he was dancing with in the shower was a reference to Tim Curry, and Tim Curry was in that movie. They threw that in there as an Easter egg
Oh, I did not know that.
in Home Alone 2.
No, not just for Ryu. It's all of
The
them
current
except for number 2.
reality.
Now, see, look. Actually, if you look at the image on the right, his teeth aren't fully pointed there, and his eyes already looking red. So I don't know. Sometimes it shows red, sometimes it doesn't, and I don't remember the red at all. So weird. But so this is the blue eyeshadow look without the triangles.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And here's the black lines, number 2. Oh.
What do you think, Jeff? You say you don't know?
I wouldn't know. I kind of stay away from watching Stephen King movies. I can't stand him.
I used to love his books.
Actually, pretty much all horror movies I stay away from.
Well, I do now too.
Yeah, I know. Like when you're watching some horror movies, I know this is the time for like Halloween. You kind of watch them. I mean, it can open up doorways. I think if you get into them too much.
The only one I ever liked was Creepshow.
I just can't watch them anymore because of my heart.
I hadn't seen Creepshow. Was it?
Those were good. Both of them were very good. If I'm gonna watch a horror movie, those are the ones I'm gonna watch.
Honestly, I like Lake Placid.
I don't think I ever saw that one either.
It was kind of a popular movie when it came out, like in the I think it was 2000s or early 90s.
Yeah, it was early 2000s. I remember it, but I never watched it.
Gosh, seems like it was yesterday, doesn't it? Man, getting old here.
Yeah.
Seems like it was yesterday.
Creepshow is good. It's kind of like Twilight Zone. Angels Don't Fall says. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I love Twilight Zone.
You know, people refer to the good old days now as the days before COVID. Those were the good old days.
Yeah.
All right. Someone else want to read? Oh yeah, we're back to the bees. Okay, we did the bees the first time, but now we're talking about a different thing with bees. So bees have changed quite a bit.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Recently, I covered bees acting human, giving high fives, getting drunk, and even walking it off until sober. Another human-like trait of bees is their place or job in the hive. One of these jobs is very Mandelaween. Another human-like trait of... Oh, yeah. That's all. Same one.
Yeah, I still haven't taken out the duplicate slide. Welcome, JRG. Brian, go on. It's a duplicate.
Sorry.
All right.
Yes or no? Have you ever heard of undertaker or mortuary bees?
You want me to pause on this slide?
Yep, this is the question. Yes or no in chat. If you already saw this, answer what you originally answered, please. Have you ever heard of undertaker or mortuary bees?
My answer to that is, of course not.
Angels in a Fall said, I found a scarab beetle today.
Lindsay has heard of them.
Wow, I can't believe that. I never heard of them. I see what you mean. The connection here with the Mandelaween.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got a bunch of no's. I think we have one yes.
Yep, just one. They are just regular honeybees, but they have a special sense. They can detect dead bees in and around the hive.
Oh.
Basically, bees put out a pheromone through their body heat. When their body cools after death, the undertaker bee detects the missing pheromone and jumps into action.
That looks like a wasp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
When
does.
it's just a normal day of death in the hive, undertaker bees will carry them into a field and drop them to become ant food. But when something happens, like pesticides killing a lot of bees,
Yeah, that's a disclaimer. That image is labeled a mortuary bee, but it does look like a wasp. So, grain of salt with that picture. Still doing the same thing.
they can sometimes be seen getting them out quicker by leaving them in piles outside or even hanging them as gruesome decoration before disposing of them. Part 2, Zombie Honeybees. I have to give a warning, one image in this presentation could be considered gruesome.
It's just one image, guys.
The parasitic brown fly was recently discovered to use honeybees as a zombie host. They hitch a ride on the poor bee's back and plunge into their back, laying up to 13 larvae.
So I should mention they plunge into their back like a hypodermic needle. That's how they deposit the larva.
Bugs are so gross. I hate them even more than Stephen King movies.
I think I can agree with you there, Jeff. I don't like bugs at all. In fact, every time I walk into a spider web, I hope I don't find the spider.
Yeah, me too. I hate walking into spider webs.
Oh man, they feel so icky. It's like,
It does.
especially if it's that thick spider web.
Yeah.
All right, did we read this one yet?
No. The larvae feast on the internal parts of the bee, and just before hatching out of the bee, they begin eating its brains, making the bees walk in circles, with some unable to stand at all. Yep, it gets worse.
This is the image, everyone. Look away if you need to.
If the bee managed to survive all of that, his painful existence finally ends when they burst out of his body at the bottom of his head. Have you ever heard of this? Ew.
No, I've never heard of this. That's disgusting.
Yep.
Are zombie bees, undertaker bees, and or mortuary bees new for you? Let us know below.
And I have more zombie stuff coming up next week, so
Oh, I can't
prepare
wait.
yourself.
Can't wait for more zombie stuff.
I'm probably gonna put them all into one folder.
What was that TV show based on a video game that was pretty popular here recently? It's about zombies.
I have no idea. I don't watch TV or anything anymore, Brian. I've seen nothing new. The newest thing I've seen is Squid Game.
Me too.
That was like a year ago.
And I wish I hadn't seen that.
It was called The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, see, I don't watch that stuff.
See, the thing is, I remember, I may be wrong, but I thought it was called Last of Us. It's now The Last of Us.
I have no idea. I know what it is, but I have no idea.
I don't know. I thought it was Last of Us, though. Anyway, so warning, we've got some more creepy, gross bug images in the
Yeah,
presentation.
this one is a total warning, everyone. Like this one's got some pictures.
You want to read this one, Sandy?
Sure.
All right, I'll read the next one.
So yes or no in the chat, have you ever heard of or seen a horsehair worm? Yes or no in the chat. Have you ever seen a horsehair worm?
Thankfully, no.
Hey, Michael Russum.
Hey, C-3PO's Golden Calf agrees with me. It was totally just Last of Us.
Pushin says no. Lindsay says no. Elder says no. High Pocket says no. Michael, if you see something we've already covered, because we're covering it on Brian's channel right now, just answer what you originally answered. That's all. Ryu says no.
You wouldn't even think it was a worm. It looks like a string from a shirt or something.
Yep. We can go on, Brian.
Yeah,
There
switch it over.
are over 350 identified species, and each seeks out a different type or types of bugs. To turn into zombies, of course. The most common one studied prefers crickets. The horsehair worm lays its eggs in pools of water, and the larvae are eaten by flies. So the eggs at the top left corner. The larvae will then hook themselves into the fly's insides and develop a hard protective shell. I have not. I did not even know that Carl Jung had a personal Mandela effect. That's interesting.
Wait, what is it?
1932. JRG says, did you guys ever read about the Carl Jung personal Mandela effect in Ravenna, Italy in 1932?
No, I didn't hear about that one.
Me either.
And everyone should know who Carl Jung. It's pronounced Carl Jung.
Young, yeah.
Yeah, he was famous in psychology. In fact, he's one of the two. A lot of psychology practitioners have followed after the Jungianism. Basically,
I completely forgot about him until you just reminded me. The minute you said Young, I'm like, oh yeah.
Carl Jung. Yeah.
Completely forgot about him.
Yeah, because a lot of people for a long time were subscribing to Freudian way of thought, but Carl
Freudian,
Jung.
no.
Well, what?
I said no. Freudian, no. Nuts. No way. The only thing I give him credit for is the Freudian slip.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so during this time, the larvae share their immune system with the cricket. Did we skip a slide?
No.
We didn't?
No, we were about to read this one. The last one was this one about the protective shell.
Okay. So during this time, the larvae share the immune system with the cricket and stop it from being able to chirp to keep the cricket alive. When fully grown, they control the cricket's brain, making it move erratically in search of water. Once water is found, the worm makes the cricket jump in the water, where it will immediately burst from its backside. So guys, the warning is coming. There's pictures coming of what happens. If you can't deal, just listen, look away for a minute. It's coming up. Right now we're looking at a cricket, a very lucky one. Here is the craziest part though. If the cricket can get out of the water, it can survive and lead its normal life. 9 out of 10 crickets observed in the lab survived the zombification. This is the first time I've heard of an animal being turned into a quote-unquote zombie controlled by a parasite that survives it. So it leaves its body, and then the cricket's fine. Side note, they can be in our toilets. Has anyone ever seen worms in the toilet? Because this is new to me. That worms, and horsehair worms included, can be in your toilet. And I don't understand why just flushing the toilet wouldn't fix the problem.
Well, I have heard that you can get certain worms, but I mean, you got to clean the toilet. Make sure you clean your toilet at least once a week or something.
Right, but I don't understand how flushing the toilet wouldn't fix the problem. Would they just flush down the drain?
They should.
Why do we need tips to get rid of it? I don't understand. So have you guys ever heard of these or seen these worms before? FYI, they are harmless to humans, but the one that infects Jerusalem crickets kills the cricket every time for some reason, but not the other bugs. This is your final warning. So other bugs survive, but the Jerusalem cricket does not for some reason. Here are the images. This is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like when the parasite leaves the host animal, insect.
They look like yakisoba noodles. Don't eat them though. Do not eat those things. Right, Sandy?
Yeah, no. Ew. Yuck. And they infect all sorts of insects. Like I said, 350 species. That's why we got all different colors too.
Hang on a minute. So in a lot of these images, it looks like the worms are coming from their butt.
That is where they come out of, yes. And that's probably why they can survive after they've exited.
Like, do they get scorpions too?
It just says insects.
Oh, scorpion's not really an insect, is it?
No.
No, they're in the spider world. Arachnids.
Yeah. And multiple worms can infect.
Hey, let's talk about it. Let's have a chat. What is the creepiest type of bug in your opinion?
I want to know in the chat. Screen first.
Creepiest type of bug in your opinion?
Safe to look again. It is safe to look for those who need to look away.
So, I'm reading this next one. Yeah. So where I'm going to be looking to the chat here. Oh, Bellator Senex says, no wonder that Mantis is praying.
Yeah, seriously.
That's funny. C3PO's golden calf. Scorpions might have more legs now. Yeah, I noticed that. We talked about that a while back. Scorpions look like they have 10 legs now.
Yes,
if you count the arms.
Hazel Fiber. Hazel Fiver did a video on that.
Yeah, you remember I covered that way back when?
I do.
Like six, what is it, 6 years? It's probably like 4 years ago or something. 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, Joanne Herring says roach. Okay, that's creepy. Yeah, roaches are creepy. Michael says spiders or wasps. Yeah, I would say that. Uh, Muscle worms, Bellator spiders, millipedes. Yeah, millipedes are pretty scary. JRG Midi says those bugs with eggs on their back. Which kind are those?
There's a lot now. Scorpions,
Anybody
carrots,
remember those? Does anybody remember those creepy
frogs.
crawlers? You remember creepy crawlers? You can make your own bugs.
Yeah, I actually have a folder
Yep.
on that.
Oh, really? Tonight?
No, from last Halloween.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't think this is a Mandela effect, but I've never seen this before and thought I'd share.
This is
I don't
actually
think
a
this,
rewind.
yeah. So I don't think this is a Mandela effect, but I've never seen this before, so I thought I'd share. I've heard of carving jack-o'-lanterns and carving fruit into fancy bowls and for parties, but I've never seen pits and seeds carved into pendants, figurines, keychains, and jewelry before. Have you?
A lot of people did see this before. I did not when I found this. Not these things.
There's a
Fruit.
watermelon. That's a cool. Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's why I included it. I just liked it. But these are
Oh my
crazy.
gosh. These people are really artistic.
They are very talented.
Oh my goodness. Is that supposed to be the Red Skull? The one on the top right?
I guess.
Wow. I like the American flag. That's cool. I was checking to see if it had a red bar flag or if it was normal.
No, they're all normal. I would have marked it up if it had a red bar flag.
Oh. Man. How do they do that? I don't know. So these are that's a cherry seed, I guess. That someone carved it into like a
Cherry pit.
old man. Different seed shapes carved into faces. Anybody remember this at all? Anyone seen this before? There's apples.
Hey Michelle. Hey TD Mage.
Peaches, plums, and other fruit. Check it out. Somebody made a fish, like a betta fish. There's a duck.
You have to have some talent to carve on something that tiny. Hey Connie.
There's no way. The one on the bottom left is a seed? It looks too shiny.
They polished it.
Wow. Golly. I have a greater appreciation for art after seeing these. Is that supposed to be Noah's Ark? It's like Noah's Ark?
Yep. Twice. 2 different types.
Avocados. Wow.
The avocados, it's the actual carving of the fruit that amazes me. You're gonna like what's coming up, Ryan.
It's almost like it was done with lasers. I mean, the precision, you know. Look, oh my God, look at the puzzle pieces.
Yeah. Look at the Pokemon.
Oh, somebody made a Pokemon. Yeah, I knew you were going to point that out, Sandy. That's cool.
Now there's more Pokemon coming up too.
So these are all carved seeds.
Seeds and fruits and veggies. Yep.
It's a bunch of masks, or not sure what those are. Top left.
They
Wow,
look like
just look
masks.
at the talent. What do you think about What do you think about all this, Jeff? Oh, it's Pikachu. Where's the black tail though?
I think it's amazing. I don't know how they do that. Is that supposed to be Marvin the Martian? That's pretty cool.
No, that's Tangela.
Oh. Would have been cooler if it was Marvin the Martian.
Yeah, I love him. He's cool.
And
Hey,
that is a rosary.
Hey, that's cool. So Jeff, you remember Looney Tunes? Was it OONS?
I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I remember both. I remember it would change back and forth from the OO to the UNE because of Merry Melodies. It was tunes spelled the way it is now, but they would also spell it tunes the other way on certain cartoons. That's what I remember. Certain of the Bugs Bunny cartoons and stuff. So I remember it both ways.
Brian, do you want to read this? Or you want me to?
You can read it, Sandy. It's fine.
All right. I don't know if this is a Mandela effect or just bad character design, so I'm leaving it up to you to decide. And I'm sorry if you guys don't know Pokemon, because this is definitely a change for me, and it's Pokemon. So. In the game franchise, Pokemon, there is a Pokemon that is changed from my memory. What color besides black, white, and blue is Porygon? 1, light pink. 2, light red. 3, red. I should say it's actually like a rose pink in number 2. So light pink, rose pink, red. 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. If you know this character, what number do you remember?
I feel like I'm kind of leaning toward red. I don't know.
So 3 for you, Brian?
Yeah.
It's okay if you don't know. I appreciate you answering. Thank you.
3
Not a
for me.
clue. 3 for Jeff. Lindsay says not a clue. TD Mage is a 3. Michael Russell is red. They do have shiny. The shiny version is, well, actually, I can't tell you right now. But it's got purple in there.
What do you guys think?
I'm reading the chat that I can see. Pushing button says I'd guess 3. I can't see your chat, Brian.
Okay, let's see what we got.
And you definitely have people in your chat that I think you have people in your chat that aren't even subscribed to my channel. They're totally new to me. And then you also have the word fried red, and my brain isn't working. I can't remember who I saw over there. Don't have to apologize if you don't know it. It's okay.
Oh, it's all right, Michelle.
Michelle's guessing 3. All right, we can go on, Ryan.
Okay, Michelle says 3.
Yep. I just gotta wait for the delay. Porygon and its evolutions were always a deep, vivid red-blue for me. Number 3. But in Pokemon Go, Porygon is number 2. At first glance, it looks red, but it's actually a deep rose. As you can see, the red box around it. And you're going to see a lot of these squares. I sampled the color so you could see it easier against the red box. And even worse, in the original series, the famous seizure episode, Porygon is light pink. I have never seen Porygon this color before. Ryan, have you ever seen Porygon pink?
No.
It's like a tongue twister, I can't even say it. Welcome to Truden Show. Hey, John Nada. Have a great night. It's okay. We understand.
Hey, good night, John.
So at the top, Google says he's pink polyhedral, has a pink polyhedral head and a pink polyhedral body. I found it interesting that Reddit, just in the Pokemon Go subreddit, so nothing to do with Mandela effect. Does anyone else think that Porygon is red and blue? And they gave a man excuse in the chat. It said, in Pokemon Go, he's red and blue because of the way they made the graphics in the game. That's not an excuse. That is a man excuse. That is an excuse to explain away why it's not red and blue anymore. Because they could have made the graphics any color. And further down, they said, according to the Pokédex, it's pink. Well, here is the image of the Pokédex. A user states that Porygon is still listed as being pink in the Pokédex, so their man's excuse to explain away the incorrect color doesn't hold up. However, I do not see any colors listed in the Pokédex. Maybe it was removed. Unless they were referring to a different game, but this was the Pokemon Go subreddit. Regardless, in my past, Porygon was never pink, and while it looks reddish in Pokemon Go, it's still not the red I remember. It looks washed out, not vibrant red like it should be. So here is current reality of the rose. It's actually every color pink that you can imagine, from hot pink to light pink to rose pink.
Kind of looks like an origami animal.
Yep. It's a fully digital Pokemon. More current reality, and then here's some residue of the red that I remember. Except for one. I think one snuck by.
All right,
Jeff, you want to read
it? Yeah. About to say, Jeff, you want to read this one?
Yeah.
All right.
I have a possible 9/11 Mandela that I forgot about. And looking through my folders today, I found that folder and looked through it. One of the images caught my eye, and I need to share it with you.
Oh, this is a
It's
quick one.
clearly a manipulated image. The buildings are see-through like ghosts, but something in this image is not photoshopped. The red bar flag.
You don't have to zoom. Okay. So I increased the saturation and enlarged it on the right. Just to show you, it is 100% a red bar flag. And that's what was on the crane that we saw over and over again on television during 9/11. Well, during the cleanup. Jeff, you should read the next one too. That was just way too short.
A little while ago, we shared a clip from my friend of Mr. T singing with backup singers. At the time, no one knew where it was from. Now we do.
Guys, there are new ones tonight, all Mandelaween stuff, so hang in there if you saw all this already.
Yeah, we're getting close to him. We're getting close to him.
Yeah.
Hang in there, guys.
Yes or no? Does anyone remember Mr. T having a music career?
No.
So yes or no in the chat. And if you already
No.
saw this, just answer what you originally answered. Brian is very upset. Yes or no in the chat.
I'm upset.
Yeah, he keeps saying no.
No, I know I'm upset. I'm not upset. I'm shocked. There's a difference. I pity the poor fool who believes that this is a yes.
Right? I pity the fool who does remember.
So it looks like one song yes says pushing buttons, the rest no. Only that Mother Meme song says TD Mage.
Where's his bling bling? He's missing his bling bling.
I know, it looks weird with him in a suit with no jewelry at all except for a ring.
Since when? Since when does he wear a suit ever?
And look how high the hair is. That's how it should be.
It kind of went back to that again.
Yep.
Right after we covered it.
Yep, right after we covered it. Welcome, Hard to Believe. Sorry.
In this reality, he had a band with kids called Mr. T's Commandments. And as far as I can tell, there was just one album in 1984.
A full album, not a single. Not a single song, a full album.
He also had another album in 1984, Be Somebody. Look at the additional artists. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, I wrote down there was only one album, then I found another album. So it's two full albums.
Okay, this is weird for a couple of reasons that we didn't point out the last time we showed this, and I have to mention this.
Okay.
A couple of the artists here, it perplexes me a little because it doesn't make sense. Fergie?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
And Martika. Martika was not around until 1988 or 89 when she did Toy
Shanice?
Soldiers.
And what about Shanice? Was she around in 84?
I don't even know who she is. Oh, Shanice? Yeah. Shanice wasn't around yet either. I thought you were talking about Janice, whoever that is.
So it's confusing, but that's the listing they put up. I didn't add that stuff, so I don't know. But Be
Yes,
Somebody
Ice-T
was
that far
something.
back. Ice-T was that far back. JRGMTY.
Jackie Chan.
Question number 2. Who is this actor? We know it's Jackie Chan, but spell it.
That's easy. Jackie.
You would think.
Did it change?
No. So TV Mage and Hard to Believe both say IE. IE for C3PO's Golden Calf. IE for Michelle, aka Nagus.
Everyone knows who he is.
His name is how I remember it. Jackie Chan with the IE. But do you remember ever seeing his name as Jackie with a Y? I'm only asking because he did start his career in Hong Kong with his name as Jackie with a Y until his agent told him to change it.
Yep, I covered Alyssa Milano. And I knew about Billy Crystal. I may have known about Scott Baio, not Emmanuel Lewis, but I knew about Bruce Willis and Don Johnson.
Yep, me too. And boy, was that bad. I don't know which one was worse, the Bruce Willis or the Don Johnson one. Also, yes or no? Do you have any memory of Jackie or Jackie Chan making music?
No, not at all.
Yes or no in the chat again. Do you recall Jackie Chan making music?
Wonder if that was as bad as Mr. T or Hulk Hogan.
No, I would say no, because of the sheer amount of albums that are there.
Yeah.
Jeff, you mean Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. Except I have a duel for when I saw Hogan. I remembered Hogan too, which was weird. He had 3 names for me. His real one and those 2.
We got any
Unlike
response
Mr.
on that last? We
What?
got any response on that last one?
Yeah.
Unlike Mr. T, he has a ton of albums going back decades in addition to the 150 plus films he's been in.
He's been in 150 plus films.
Not including outside the United States.
I can't claim this to be a Mandela because they are not USA releases, but I do find it strange I've never heard of these. And Super Mario Brothers 3 says something interesting, and he's right. Fergie and Martika were on Kids Incorporated, so that's why they were on Mr. T's album.
There you go. They were kids. Thank you, Super Mario. So they were. That was an accurate listing.
So I'm just trying to think. So if you do the math, 150 plus movies he's been in. That means he was making a movie. He was making probably at least 3 movies, probably 3 to 5 movies per year.
Yep.
Well, it could also mean that he had cameos or only had a small part.
Oh, I see.
It's not that he starred in 150 movies.
What was the best Jackie Chan movie in your opinion? Please put it in the comments. Your favorite Jackie Chan movie?
I like the first Rush Hour.
I like Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh, that was a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like Jackie Chan's movies.
The last music career is the most Mandela of the three. I can see if I didn't hear about this, but 100% Jeff should have heard of this before, and he hasn't. That's right. Have you ever heard of Hulk Hogan releasing a rap album?
No.
Yes or no in the chat.
He was trying to be a brother.
People are laughing in the chat at this idea. Just the idea of it.
It's ridiculous. It really
No's,
is.
nevers. Left my ass off.
Hulk Hogan and the Wrestling Boot Trash Can Band released a few songs with Green Jelly in 1993.
And we just need to mention here that when I found this and showed this to Jeff, Trash Can was not there. It was just Hulk Hogan and the Wrestling Boot Band. Trash Can was added later. It changed on us.
And appropriately added.
Appropriately, yes, it is trash. Because we listened to one video, we saw one video, and couldn't even make it through the one video. So horrible. It was the worst thing ever. If you're brave enough, you can Google it. It's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. Then 2 years later, they released an entire album but dropped Trash Can from the band name. Have you ever heard of this? And as I'm sure I've said before, they should have kept Trash Can in the band name.
Never heard of it.
So
Are
here
any
we
of
go.
these Mandela effects for you? Let us know in the comments.
Sorry, I'm on a delay here.
Right, now we're getting into some of the newer ones, Sandy.
Yep.
All right, I can read this one.
Go for it.
This may just be info I never knew, but it could also be a Mandela, so I decided to ask you if you ever heard of this. Have you ever heard of witch's broom disease? A disease that affects plants, trees, and crops?
So yes or no in the chat. Have you ever heard of witch's broom disease?
No.
What?
No.
Michael Russum is laughing no. JRG is haha no. Bellador is no. Lindsay is a no. I think Fiona had that. Team H can't say I have. Michelle says hilarious. High Pockets is a no.
Yeah, I can't come into work today. I got witch's broom disease.
You're not a plant or a crop.
And Gainer says, and Gainer says, I wouldn't stick around for that.
Wooden.
All right, so let me read the next little slide here. I got to get juice for Evie. When it afflicts roses, it's called rose rosettes, and it's caused by an RNA virus called amaravirus. This can deform roses, but mainly thicken stems and turns all the greenery red. That's weird. That's what it looks like.
Yep, that is what it looks like. This is just for roses, though. It looks different for other things, which we're going to get into. But I think Brian had to step away for a minute because of his little one. Which means we are stuck on this slide. How's everyone doing in the chat tonight? Really good to see you all here. We appreciate you being here, especially so late. Or so early if you're in New Zealand.
All right. Let's see what we got here. So one of the crops affected is cacao. Our chocolate supply is in danger because of witch's broom disease, but it's caused by a fungus instead of a virus.
And that's what it looks like.
Man. So chocolate, or it comes from cacao, and I think we talked about that. Wasn't it cocoa originally?
It was.
It's weird how it's cacao. Mm-hmm. The disease makes the trees look like they have nests of twigs all over the tree. A single bunch of twigs and leaves that looks like bushes and some like an entirely different tree or bush growing on top or on the side of the infected tree. It almost looks like mistletoe, doesn't it?
It does. And that's one of the things that can infect it is mistletoe. But there's multiple reasons for it. Not just mistletoe. Has anyone ever seen a tree look like this? And check out the one on the bottom right. It looks like a pine tree growing next to the tree in the middle of the air.
Okay.
Welcome, Daniel.
Happy morning.
Welcome, Colin. It can harm the tree. It should be removed.
Do you believe this is a new earth affliction to plants, or is this just info I didn't know? Hang on, Evie. Or have you always known a witch's broom? Let me know below.
Thank you, Barbara. It's good to see you.
Okay, somebody read the next one, please. I'm going to take Evie to the other room.
All right, I got it. It would have been great to land on the question, but have any of you ever wondered why apples are part of Halloween festivities? I believe some of these are potential Mandela effects, but I'll let you decide. And now we're just stuck here waiting. Sorry about that. Just so we're on the same page. Oh, he's changing it. That's great. We all know what bobbing for apples is, right? But do you know why people started playing this game? Anyone? Does anyone in the chat know why we started bobbing for apples? During Halloween parties? I do not remember pastor being in the Bible, but I do not know the Bible word for word like that. I was raised Catholic. We don't read the Bible like other denominations of Christianity do. Actually, I've been reading it more now than I ever have in my life. Yes, bobbing for apples is a thing. I'm not saying it's not. It was a cheap game, says Bellador. I played it as a child. No one knows. No one else knows why. And again, to Brian's chat, I'm really sorry I can't see what you're answering. No, bobbing for apples does not have an evil origin. There's just some, like I said, it's not just Halloweeny scary stuff. It's also the weird, the strange, the creepy, the odd.
All right. Hey, I'm back.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for sharing it, Barbara. I really appreciate that. I really do. Before becoming the children's Halloween party game, adults played this in hopes of finding their future bride or groom. Men were given an apple to place in the tub, and women would bob for the apples. The sooner she got the apple, the more likely she was to match with her future husband. She would then take the apple home, put it under the pillow, and hopefully dream of the future husband. Another way future husbands were divined was using apple peels. Whichever shape they fell, the letter it made would be the first letter of the husband's name. I've never heard. Has anyone ever heard of this? Them peeling
Who makes
apples.
this stuff up?
Huh? I'm telling you, this was. It says, at 12 o'clock on Halloween, throw an apple peel, my sweet dame, and the letter which is plainly seen is the initial of your marriage name. Has anyone ever heard of this? Yes, so witchcraft, exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like witchcraft. Wait, will you want to read any of these?
No, it's all right. It's a lot. It's just like superstition. Going back to bobbing for apples once it's back on my screen again. There we go. Does anyone recall any other way people did this besides a tub of water? Whether as a matchmaker ritual or just a game. So in the chat, stay here, Brian. Does anyone recall another way of bobbing for apples? Yes or no in the chat. If yes, how do you remember it? Wishcraft. That's good, Daniel. Bellador says yes, in Kentucky they did the apple peel. It probably was more successful than online dating. That's a good one, Michael. Good. Very good.
Yeah, online dating is murky waters.
No, I mean anything besides water at all. No water. Does anyone know of anything without water? Michelle says we bobbed in a barrel of water.
Yeah, it was usually a barrel.
Ours was a metal tub.
Back then, you didn't worry about germs and bacteria, did you? You just did it.
Yeah.
Are we
We can
good?
go on. Yeah, we can go on. I believe these are monks. For both matchmaking and a game, people ditched the water and hung apples from string instead. But I should have seen this before. Because this version of bobbing for apples is still played today. Have you seen this before? Has anyone ever seen this before, where you all line up and bob for your own apple?
No, but I can see it. It looks like it's a lot healthier.
Yeah, it's much more sanitary.
I've never seen it before.
I've never seen it before either, but they do it today.
So they wait, hold on. So they hang it by the stem? Is that right?
Yep.
It seemed like the stem would snap. I've had plenty of apple stems snap on me.
Mm-hmm. Whoever bites the apple gets to date the Pope. Ew.
What?
I'll abstain, please.
Somebody, what happened? So somebody bit an apple and they got matched with the Pope?
No, that's
What are you saying?
it's just JRG said whoever bites the apple gets to date the Pope.
Well, we're going to be doing a game in just a second.
Barber did it in the 60s. It was easier to clean up and easier to do.
Oh, that's
Elder
pretty
says,
dangerous.
stem break, you know marrying. Well, for those of you that do remember the string, do remember this. Even weirder, much more dangerous, is an apple hanging on a wooden stick with a lit candle. The contraption is pushed like a pendulum, where they try to catch the apple while not getting set on fire. This is insane. I don't understand the point of the candles.
I don't know. It looks like something you'd see in like Saw 5 or Saw 6 or something.
Yeah.
It also
What
looks
is
like
the
they're all.
point?
I don't know. All I know is that they added candles. No idea why. No idea at all. Why not add 2 more apples? I don't understand.
They wanted an element of danger, I guess.
I guess so. This version of the game, called Snap Apple, was quickly changed to just the apples on the string because lit candle. Have you ever heard of or seen this before? So here's more people with the apples on the string. Oh no, Aquanet explosion.
This is almost as weird as people swallowing goldfishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's good, Michelle. Good. There's another one with the candle. Are any of these Mandela effects for you, or do you believe this is just things lost to history, even though people still hang apples today? So again, I've never seen it. They still do it today. And I've definitely never seen the candle thing. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Could that just be lost to history, though? Possible. Anything's possible. It's either a Mandela or lost to history. I'm letting you guys decide.
Okay, well, we are doing. Okay, we are doing a giveaway.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hashtag for tonight is going to be apples, since this is the apples with an S. Okay.
Yes, there is another presentation about apples, so
I know we got
an apple night.
Yeah, I know we got apples tonight. It's like apples to apples.
So hashtag apples in the chat.
Everybody see that?
Yep, Michelle has already entered. That is the hashtag to enter the giveaway.
Got 2 entries. This is for a $5 Amazon gift card, y'all. And please don't forget to smash that like and hit that subscribe button. That way you get more content your way, okay? It helps the YouTube algorithm.
And if you're watching on Brian's channel, come on over and subscribe to mine. And if you're watching online and you're not subscribed to Brian, head over to his and hit subscribe there too, please. And Brian, why don't we go back to the presentation while people enter?
Sure. Yeah, we're going to wait till we get everybody entered, okay?
Jeff, you're up on the next one.
All right.
Oh, this has a lot of, this has a word that I'm going to have to help you with. Go ahead.
Credit LVK. There is a practice in Japan, Myanmar, and other Asian countries that may be a Mandela effect. We will let you decide.
What's the theme tonight? It might be a Mandela.
The blackening of teeth in Japan, called ohaguro, was historically only for royalty and the wealthy, but later became open to all women. The practice was accompanied by a ritual of maturity when the girl was to be married.
Has anyone ever heard of this? Have you ever seen this before?
Never seen this at all. Why
Nope.
would you blacken your teeth on purpose?
Well, I think the next slide gives some reasons. Maybe not. Okay, so they thought it was beautiful.
I thought, well, at first, I thought it was like charcoal. The charcoal toothpaste.
No, this is a dye. It dyes the teeth.
The dye paste is applied to the bride's teeth once married and was also a popular practice in geisha performance and art. It also is the focal point of a Japanese ghost story mythology.
Ghost story coming in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saving it for next week.
No. This is the one I was telling you about that's in the presentation.
Oh, cool.
Here's the story. Agahura Batari is a young woman who is said to have been so ugly no one would marry her, so she blackened her teeth and ended her empty existence. So she made herself more ugly?
She made herself a ghost.
Ah. It is said you can see her on moonlit nights wandering near shrines and temples in beautiful traditional wedding attire, hiding her face until spoken to. She then turns to face the man, which either scares him to death or terrifies him, sends him running away by what they see. A face packed heavy with makeup, missing all features except a gigantic smile of sharp blackened teeth.
This is for real?
They believe it. It's mythology for them. It's more like a legend for them. Legend has it.
I do want to note that in some Asian cultures, men also blacken their teeth, but it's still more commonly practiced by women.
Now I have to ask you, was it just for looks and appeal, or was it more for like maybe was the dye or acting as a protectant?
No,
Kind of like a
it's
sealant for molars and stuff.
no, it's for looks.
Gosh, why would you want to?
They thought it was
Uh,
beautiful. That was their beauty standard.
wow.
But the thing that gets me is, again, I think I said this a million times. I took a few years of art history classes. We totally studied Japanese art, and I don't ever remember seeing black teeth in it, ever. Yeah, Jeff.
Blackening the teeth is still done today, usually with older generations in Southeast Asia, particularly in Vietnam and traditional Japanese performances. But it is a dying tradition. Well, let's hope so.
And what they use today for like performances isn't a dye; it's something that goes on top of the teeth that can be removed and not stain the teeth.
I see. It kind of gives the appearance like far away that the person's mouth is open and like not showing their teeth. It does sort of show that. Like I don't know.
If they're not full on smiling.
Right. Still, it's not very appealing.
I've never heard of this. It's creepy. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, it is creepy.
Oh, see the top right, Brian? You see how it's
Hmm.
like on top of her teeth?
Yeah.
It's That's what I'm saying. Like it's not a dye. It's like it goes on top and will come off and it doesn't stain now. Like she's wearing it for a performance. You can see the difference between the dyed ones and the one where they put it on top for performances. And
Oh, I
there's
see.
the
So it's
art
like
in
a
the
fake.
middle. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
No, it's like fake teeth or something, right? They're putting like a
Yeah,
fake
like
layer of teeth on.
yeah. And then
That
in the
makes more
top
sense to
middle,
me.
I have seen this art before. I've definitely seen this art before. I do not remember the teeth being black.
So this one's new, right?
Yep. Yeah, Jeff.
Let me know in the comments, and thank you again to LVK. I never would have found the ghost story without you sharing this. Have you ever heard of or seen this before? Have you ever heard the story of Ohagoro Batari before? Do you believe this is a new Earth tradition or just info we didn't know?
I believe it's Mandela because again, I studied the art, and I don't ever remember seeing black teeth.
Guys, we have 14 entries. Come on, I know we can get more than that. If some of you are watching on the TV, if you'll um, put hashtag apples, it's easier to do it from your phone because I don't think TV has the ability to message the chat unless you got like a web browser, like keyboard with your TV or something, wireless or something. But
Welcome,
yeah,
welcome, Gazi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
yeah, guys, put hashtag apples in the chat and you'll be entered.
It could be Gazi. I mean, it was told to me by LVK about 7 or 8 months ago. I've been saving it. A lot of these Mandela effects I save all year long just for the show.
All right, last one. So, Jeff, do you want to read this one, or I can read it? Doesn't matter.
I'll read it.
Okay.
In 2019, I covered a Mandela effect with a poison apple and Snow White. There's a new Mandela for me with the same scene. So it's rewind time plus the new Mandela.
I still can't believe that was in 2019. It seems like it was yesterday.
I know.
Question 1. What color is the poison dripping off the apple?
So in the chat, 1, 2, or 3, what color do you remember the poison dripping off of the apple?
Isn't it obvious? It was 3.
Pushing button says 1. Not so obvious, Brian.
I still think it was 3.
Dazzy doesn't remember a color at all. TD Mage is a 2. Michael Fontaine is a 2.
Wow, some of you guys are saying 2?
That's what, this is what happened with JFK. They all took the update.
Oh man, what?
I know.
Because I think that's what it is now, isn't it?
Well, we'll see. Hold on. Wait. We're still getting answers, Brian. You didn't even read your chat. JRG
Okay.
says 3. There's more questions, Brian. Go back. I'm still waiting.
Right. Martino Berto says white. Michael Rustum says 3.
Hey, Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Lindsay says 2.
I hope your migraine goes away soon. Those are horrible. It's hard to believe that Hard to Believe has never seen Snow White. Oh, that's hard. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's almost 100 years old.
So wait, Skipper has a black hat? I'm trying to remember what color his hat was.
Yeah, that's an old Mandela. And we've covered the jacket too, which also has like.
Hard to believe that we only had 2 TV channels in the 80s.
The jacket also has crosses all over it. He's also wearing big, like, Ugg type fluffy boots that I don't remember. The whole thing's wrong. He's also got a thing around his neck.
Aren't they?
Remember?
Sandy, aren't they about to re-release? They're about to re-release Snow White, aren't they?
Twice. The Daily Wire is making Snow White, and Disney is remaking Snow White, but I think they fired the actress, and they have to hire someone else.
But I thought it was a dude. Or is the dude playing Snow White?
What?
I don't know. I got to look more into that.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay. All right. So, go ahead.
Question 2. When the evil queen / witch pulls the apple out of the poison, what color is the apple underneath the drippings? Skull face poison.
Oh, what color is the apple? I thought it was red.
Yeah, what color is the apple?
Well, I know it was black. The apple turned black. But I think it was red previously.
So this is the color. I'm asking the color of the apple when it's pulled out of the poison.
I think it was, when it's pulled out, it was black.
So you remember black, but the chat remembers red. Red, 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 red.
Yep.
Guys, I have to run downstairs. I'm going to be here. I'm going to mute. But I'm here. But I need you guys to read the slides and read the chat. Now the question is, what color is the apple before it goes in, as she's putting it in? So the color of the apple originally before the poison. All right, I'll be back. I'm here. I can hear you. I'm just going to mute.
Okay, color of the apple. Most people are saying red.
Yeah, but we need like a break so that, guys, if you can say the color
Sandy, we're
going
almost done.
in, so if you remember like the original color, say red in, if that's what you remember is red. Say red in. That way we know you're not answering the previous question. All right, I'm muting.
It was red in, black out. Anyone? Michael says red in, I think black out. I mean, I guess it would make sense that the witch would have to disguise the apple in order for Snow White to eat it. So it does kind of make sense that it could be red when it came out. Right, Jeff?
Yep.
I mean, I'd even go with green, but for some reason I'm thinking black. I think the apple was black.
Yeah, red then black.
Is that what you think, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got from the chat here. I mean, let's see. Mr. Super Sidewinder says chili. Red in and black out sounds right. TD Mage. And Gainer says green or yellow in. Okay. So let's proceed. Yeah, I think we have enough answers. You want to go ahead and read, Jeff?
You have videos coming up. Just give you a heads up.
Starting with the new Mandelas, I remember a red apple. Only a red apple. I can agree to green, but I really remember red. The apple is now golden with hints of a red blush on it, similar to the Royal Gala apple, which was only being sold for a few years when Snow White was made. Did you remember mostly golden/yellow apple?
No. Let's see what the chat says.
Do you remember those colors? I do not.
Bigger Pick says, nope, not for me. Never.
No.
Michelle says, nope, that was not the color. Gazzy says, no.
I'm back now. I'm just like super out of breath from running downstairs. I just want to say that when I covered the poison the first time, everyone said green. It was 100% green. And now all these people are saying blue. That's just crazy to me. Just needed to point that out. As for the poison, I remember green poison dripping off of the apple. The apple was red the whole time in my past.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jeff.
But the poison starts off as a dingy blue color. Number 2, dripping off of a black apple.
Did anyone remember the black apple besides Brian? Hey, Chilling.
Yeah, I think I remember it.
You remember the black? Yeah.
Yeah, started off red and then
it was red.
The green poison and the black apple.
See, I don't remember the black. Even though my graphic from back then was black. I don't remember the black.
Definitely not a golden color to start with.
No. Then the poison changes to white, and the apple slowly turns to red. I remember as the poison disappears. Does the colors of the apple in this scene match your memory?
See if we can get some reactions.
I think one person pushing remembers white. It's only white for a split second.
It's Snow White, Michael Fontaine. That's what it is. Snow White.
Blue, a dull, ugly teal blue. Some of the slides of residue are from the original presentation. The new red and green slides will be for the apple itself, 2023 Mandela.
So I go back a second, Brian. You gotta remember I'm on a delay here. It just got on my screen. You turned it. So the first slide is the blue apple, the current reality. It's with red and black apples underneath. Mostly red, which is what I remember, not black. This is red apple with white. I think there's one or two that are black. No, they're all red. And here's the reality I remember. And a lot of this stuff is made by Disney itself. Like the oil burner, the candle burner in the center. That is official Disney merchandise.
Oh, wow.
Just one bite. And it's green, like I remember, with a red apple.
Yeah.
So are the headband, the headband thingy that you can get, like the mini ears.
Yeah. Sandy, I'm starting to fall out here. We gotta speed through this. I'm sorry.
It's all right. There's more green. All right, so this is the black apple. That's why it's a red slide, and blue apples because I don't remember blue. Now here we have the yellow apple, and everything at the top is red apple and green poison. Even the poison's green at the bottom. So why would it be blue when they're when she's lifting the apple out? Green with red, green with red. That's also a Disney official product right there. It's a Disney ornament.
The one on the bottom left kind of looks like it's a little bit blue, but I think that's just the reflection off her dress right there,
Yeah,
the shoulder
it's
pad.
iridescent. Yeah, it's an iridescent green. And then this is the last slide. This is that split second where it's white.
Oh, wow.
Right before, see how it's getting transparent at the bottom? Right before it disappears, it looks white. Do you remember yellow and black apples, blue and white poison? I remember none of these. Let me know if these are Mandela effects for you in the comments, please.
All right. Awesome. Let's see who our winner is. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Here we go. Wait. Maybe we can get one more two. Come on, give us a couple more entries, guys. Hashtag apples. Let's get to 18. Can we get to 18? It's half of 36. We got 36 people watching.
Who didn't enter? Hashtag apples. That's all you gotta do is type hashtag apples in the chat.
you have a chance of getting a $5 Amazon gift card. All
Now
right.
keep in mind it. Oh, we've got Noise Guru in here and Michael Fontaine.
Wait, what? No, I'm
Yes.
sorry. No, wait, Noise Guru again. That's like 3 times. Let's do this again. Go on. I'm sorry.
There must be something with the algorithm that it likes picking Noise Guru.
I guess so. Maybe it likes cats.
Maybe
Let's try
it
this
likes
again.
cats.
I'm sorry, Noise Guru. Okay,
hard to believe.
Hard to believe is the winner.
Sorry, Noise
And I
Guru.
find that hard to believe. But
You beat me to that one, Brian.
Hey, Splatter.
Sorry, I hate to be Captain Obvious there, but congratulations, hard to believe. Just shoot me an email, mandelaeffectawareness@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to email you a $5 Amazon gift card.
Yeah, you didn't do the disclaimer this time, Brian.
Yes, but the disclaimer about if you've won before
in the last
30 days, yeah. I know. Sorry, my bad. Noise Guru, there'll be plenty of opportunities, so don't worry. We want to give everyone a chance.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Splatter, jumping in last minute or lurking the whole night?
Hey, I'm just glad we got that over with. The giveaway tool, I don't know. It's kind of flawed.
I gave you the new one. I gave you the wheel where you can remove names after they win. I gave you the wheel. I don't know what you did with it.
I know. It was like a wheel of fortune.
Noise Guru said it's been longer than 30 days, but I get it. Just to let you know. So, guys, Jeff, are we having a show tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're having a show tomorrow night.
Yeah.
On my channel. And then Sunday, we have Shifty Sundays Halloween special. And then more Mandelaween next Friday. And then that Sunday, we have the Back to the Future special. There's a lot going on. I'm going to be exhausted. Just in time for Christmas. I'll be exhausted.
Tomorrow night, we're going to be earlier.
We are going to be earlier tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. So it's not going to be like a 2 a.m. stream, everyone?
No.
Thank goodness. All right, well, yeah, so if you haven't subscribed and actually what I'm going to do is, Brian, really quick before we go, I'm going to put my link in your chat and then put your link in my chat. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds good.
Let me do that right now. If I can find your show. There it is.
All right, guys. Yes, be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Sandy's channel as well, so you can get latest stuff from her, because she tends to do multiple shows throughout the week. But it's good to have everyone. Have a great Mandela Effect night. God bless.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
I'm
everyone.
trying to get back to my channel to put your link in the chat.